did a lot of stuff. Hopefully the audio wasn't loud enough to hear stuff. Okay. Yeah, hopefully I might have to scrub the VOD. Because I didn't realize my mic was on. Shoot. Okay. Alright, I wasn't able to set up properly because the phone call lasted longer than I thought, and I'm still working on something else too. And I also have laundry, so I'll be out in about 42 minutes or so to try to go down and do the laundry stuff. I'm still getting set up on the stream too, and I still haven't been able to finish the other thing. 42 minutes, 37. Yeah, but we'll do what we can. Let's see. Okay, let me finish setting up, and then I still have to finish the other thing. So we'll just be chilling with the music for a while. Hopefully the music is loud enough. I think it should be here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the other thing first. Plus I had to end earlier because I need to wake up at 9 AM tomorrow, which with my schedule as it is right now is not easy. Okay. Let's finish up. I feel like events, yeah, family stuff is always more stressful because people's stress levels rise up really quickly for no reason. I'm pretty much just try to take everything chill, but I don't know what it is about the rest of the family talking to each other. Okay. I think I'm ending like 12:30 because of the sort of late start. Yeah, let's say like 12:30, but because I think this thing that I'm working on right now is going to take another 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, it's probably going to take like 15, 20 minutes. So I have even less time to work on the actual project. Yeah, and if my events and like stuff, like what's weird is I have events and stuff, and it only seems to really exist if I, for my dad, if I put it on the calendar, like our family calendar. But then even when I do put it on there, he also still asks about what's happening. So I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to be there for a reason, right? Yeah, sniffa. Yeah, so my stress level just goes up because the rest of the family's stress goes up super fast. I'm just sitting there, like, having to absorb. Okay, so... yeah, and what you see now on the screen is pretty much what we're going over today. Reading through the oscillator strength thing and then checking over the data sets. I still have 2 questions on this other thing that I'm doing. Okay, that's done. One last thing, and then I'll actually get to working on this stuff. Okay, there we go. Okay, okay. All right, I need to download Jupyter Notebook. Oh, okay. Seems like Anaconda is probably the best way. I have to sign up for Anaconda. I'll connect it to the streaming email. Welcome in this. Hello, hello. Have a good dinner. Okay, I'm getting the setup document. Okay. Just to get more done today. I'll just be relatively hard focused for the stream today. Energy and intensity. characterized by the matrix element that connects the initial state, final step, and perturbation that causes transition. I think this is just a direct reading with a bit more information. Ratio of the absorption or emission rate of the atom to the same of a classical single electron oscillator with the same frequency of aforementioned transition. Some of the transition strengths is expressed in a simple form. Useful in situations where the behavior of individual energy levels is too complex to be described by precise quantum mechanical theory. Since I use Hermetian, H Hermetian, operator C1 is anti by induction. Okay. Energy N minus energy K, N to the power of K. Sure. I'd have to like do the math out for this. Hermetian operator. MAN squared equals inner product. I think these two cancel out, right? Oh no, this is an outer product, so they don't cancel out. Using this relation would derive MACKM CA. If K is even, it's Hermetian, so then everything cancels out. If K is odd, it's anti-Hermetian, so everything doubles. So then you just have the sums of these energies. Summed over N. Oh, okay. M and N are eigenfunctions. Overlap, transition, energy difference. And you just add them all up. Can you please say this in simpler terms? Okay. I think I mostly get it. This is some crazy math to figure it out. I mean, it's relatively simple commutator stuff, but I was never good at commutators. It's related to the intensity of spectral lines in atomic and molecular spectra. permanent dipole. Other terms are induced dipole moments. Induced moments generally. Dipole, quadrupole. Change in dipole over change in electric field. How easily electron clouds distorted. Induced dipole moments given by alpha E. Now, the induced dipole moment operator could be thought of as a harmonic oscillator. Displacement R. Restoring force would be F equals negative M omega naught R squared R. It's just our usual spring restoring force. This force will be balanced by the electric force negative E. Distance is E over M omega naught squared. That induced dipole moment can be FJJ. The expression of the polarizability is generalized by allowing for a total of n electrons divided into groups of fjn having harmonic frequencies omega j. Now the induced dipole moment can be expressed as induced alpha E How do you do this step? E Okay, I need to go down and fold the laundry. But let me try to figure this out first. How do they go from this step to that step? If the induced dipole moment operator could be thought of as a harmonic oscillator of frequency omega naught and displacement r, the restoring force would be F is equal to negative m omega squared r, balanced by a negative EE. Dipole moment, induced dipole moment operator. How do you get here? I feel like this is gonna tell me. Restoring force, electrical field force. Displacement is solved for. Calculate induced dipole moment. Electric dipole moment for a separated charge Q over a distance. Oh. So induced dipole moment. This is just from charge times distance. And this one is from the expansion. Okay, I'll be back. Got that load done. Next one should be like 11:30-ish. Somewhere around there. Okay. This I don't get. FJN? Is that right? Polarizability is generalized. Okay, I guess all I have to really think about it as is just all these polarizabilities kind of being added up. I just don't know where the N is coming from. I think this might be bad markdown. It's not bad markdown. Why is it FJN? Where did the N come from? N electrons. N is N electrons. FJ of N. So FJs are FJs aren't forces then, right?
For n number of electrons divided into Fj times n group, which have a harmonic frequency omega t. Now, in case of absorption and emission, an oscillating dipole must have a damping constant.
No, I need to know what your FJ. What is FJ? If the placement oscillator also has a wave-like equation, plugging this time derivative in the force field, we will get a new expression for polarizability. What? This time derivative. So what is the force field? Is this the force field? This is the damping force. I also have a wave-like equation as for the electric field. R T's are not, and then you have your usual like oscillator looking thing. So if you take the time derivative of that, pretty much IKR minus omega, the IKR gets eliminated, right? So you're working with a negative I omega t, no, negative I omega, and then you just keep the exponential. You have the damping force here. And then in the force field, is the force field like the forces Fj for the n electrons? Omega j squared. So then this is total polarizability. This is polarizability based on the oscillator as it gets damped. Oh, the m over gamma is here. So yeah, the I omega pops out for the time derivative. You have m over gamma, so gamma over m. Gamma over m, where is the m coming from? M is coming from something else. Because when I look at these two, when omega is 0, then we end up with this classic polarizability. But then this omega, what is the actual... This omega is for the electric field. But isn't the electric field also in this polarizability? Or is this is the default polarizability? No, the polarizability assumes that it assumes a variation to the electric field. Oh, this is defined this way because of the Taylor expansion. But alpha is still dependent on the electric field variation. So then, but then I don't think the polarizability here is because the derivative is removing the electric field. But then we still have the electric fields displacement of the oscillator due to the electric field. And I'm almost definitely sure that this omega is supposed to be the external field's omega. After considering the damping force, it is significant that polarizability will be maximum when the external field omega will be resonant with one of natural frequencies omega j. If it's maximized, then you have negative I omega over tau. Because this thing disappears. But otherwise, omega j squared minus omega squared. I'm not sure how much I need to know. Okay, maybe I return to this if I actually need to know. Oh, A-chan, hello, hello. You need to study too if you're so tired, maybe you're just hungry. I mean, if you eat, I think that might make you even more tired. Thank you for the hydrate. And hopefully, I don't know when you sent the message, but hopefully by now you have your snack. Okay, so we have transition dipole moment operator, matrix element between I and F. Omega IF is energy difference. That's why electronic transitions, UV vis, higher frequency have higher oscillator strength compared to vibrational infrared and rotational microwave. There are also some other equivalent expressions that are in parallel with the oscillator strength. Line strength, absorption cost spectrum, absorption coefficient, Einstein's A and B coefficients. Okay, so we have the pentacene. Unnormalized oscillator strength. From the values of the oscillator strength, we can predict the intensity of transition will be highest for 350, then 400. What? No, crud. Okay. Yeah, this would be a bit easier if some of these steps were if they were explained better. That would be nice. Molecular formula, no. No. heavy atom count. Is only within the PubChem TOC. Where did this group get theirs? Because they use PubChem, right? Predictions on the PubChem dataset. Does it have to be Microsoft Edge? Hmm. Hmm. What? What does this have to do with what I was looking for? Is this the paper I was already looking at? Yeah. The fudge? What does this mean? How do I find these things? Clarky, welcome in, Clarky. How was the huge walk? How was the huge walk? We are tweaking because I can't find the thing that I need. Super fun, getting a lot of progress. Nice. Yeah, I'm not making much progress on my side. I'm trying to find a specific set of chemicals, and they have to have a certain experiment that was done on them, but I don't know how to search it up. Because when I try to search, they give me all of the chemicals which I need to cut down on because a bunch of these are not what I'm looking for. And then it says search by structure, search by formula. Complexity. I don't know. I don't know how to find the molecules I'm looking for. Were you playing Big Walk with anyone? Seems super tricky. I mean, it's just the search bar, but I don't know how to search on here. I don't know how to search this. Jelly and bag. Ah. Valid. Super. Yeah. I was really hoping. Really hoping. You still feel familiar? All good. Thank you, though. Let me see. Well, how are you doing otherwise? I think the busier I've gotten, the less time I've been able to even lurk. It's like super bad. I can't. Wait, what the heck? Why are they? They're with He. They're with Hito. Wait, sorry. Sorry. Chilling. We've been super busy recently, getting ready to start class in the. Oh, you're starting class in the fall. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh, that's tough. That is super tough. Yeah. Now that I've actually picked up a bunch of stuff to do and am being productive again, I am overwhelmed. I pretty much overwhelm myself immediately. I try to keep one day a week totally free. Yeah. I mean, most of my days are for the most part free during the day, but the overlap with like dinner time and spending time with family ends up being crazy. I guess not. Yeah. I mean, for a long time, I've pretty much been like. I've pretty much had every day. Yeah, like almost every day is practically free. But yeah, it was only within the past month I picked up doing this pivot. I'm starting the stuff that my dad's been waiting an entire year for me to start with him on. I've actually been trying to catch up on those gachas. Yeah. Oh, and the consistent dancing is also another thing. Because it's like editing a video every day. I mean, if you're doing shorts, like stream clips, then yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely helped with my like improving my dance. Because I can directly see what works and doesn't, and then actually like when I have to pick out the ones to post, I don't want to like put in just the really, really bad ones, but it also means I have to watch the bad ones to find out that they're bad. And then I'll be like, oh, this is something I should probably do better next time, or I'll like reuse a song and post a better version now that, like, after I come up with an idea of how to use it better, etc., etc. Yeah. Gacha wise, it is okay. So the low effort ones are Puzzle and Dragons, Disney's Twisted Wonderland, Girls Frontline, Project Neural Cloud, and then I guess you could count Mahjong Soul as a lower effort one. And then the higher effort ones, Arknights whenever there's an event that rolls around, and then I still have Genshin and Star Rail. So Genshin Star Rail, story-wise, I'm still in that land on Genshin, so I'm over a year and a half behind. And then Star Rail, I'm about a year and a half behind on main story. So yeah, it's a lot. That's a good number of games. Is it a good number of games, or is it too many games? I mean, like, I at least know that this is my limit, because every time I pick up another game, I drop it within a month. It's like Wuwa, Enfield. Like, I start playing and then I quickly realize I do not have the time for them. Welcome in, Mario. I pretty much just looked over this one thing that I'm going to be studying. I probably spent more time on it than I should have, but if I was to have to explain why I was looking into it, I should probably at least know what it is so I can explain why it's important. Which, surprise, surprise, data science. And then right now there's this, like, I just feel like this is the best place for me to look for chemicals to do tests on, like to test the stuff on, but I need to figure out how to get the data set that includes all the chemicals I want to look at. So, like, this one, for example, has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, but the atoms that I'm trying to look for are any of these at the bottom of this periodic table. Lanthanum through lutetium. And it has to be like this in the center and then stuff surrounding them. And that's like the shape of the, let's see. So, like, somewhat closer to this. So, like, instead of this P here, if I found the molecules where any of these chemical symbols, any of these elements are in place of the P, then I can use that compound. I don't even know where the first example of it would show up. Although 14,611 I don't think is actually enough, or even close to enough data points for me to use. Because you need to have enough data points to be able to predict what's happening. And when it comes to chemicals, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of chemicals. So I kind of need to find enough of them so that other ones can be predicted. Yeah. Cypher, you get through Genshin. Nodcry and Nash's Night have been so amazing. I know. Yeah, I did already do the beginning of Shneznaya because of the exploration event. I was still kind of scrambling to find the Cryoculus and the chests that I would use to and the chests that I wanted to use for the event. But yeah, I'll try to rush through Natlan just to finish it up. Star Rail, I just need to read a lot. This coming weekend, I might be able to squeeze in a bunch of it. Finally. Lanthanide's neat. Yeah. Yeah. The fact that they're at the bottom, you don't really talk about these too much in like high school chemistry class. It's just like, oh, they're the F block elements and they're there. And if you have whatever teacher that tells you to memorize the periodic table or something with the song, then you're probably going to be singing these names. But yeah, Cookstop, gotta sleep. No, all good. For these study streams, I don't care who shows up, but when they do, I do really appreciate whoever does show up. We can talk about things more when, yeah, it's stuff that I'm more passionate about sharing, I think. Well, if it's like studying, then it's probably like I come up with a slideshow and I present stuff about the stuff I'm studying to y'all, which is what I always had a ton of anxiety doing in school. Like, group meetings always scared the heck out of me, to the point where there's sometimes where I just like shut down and I couldn't go to present because I didn't feel like I had enough to present, and I felt bad. Don't be like Aura. Don't be like Aura. Just do it. If it's a research group that you're in, it's more than likely that they will accept however much you're able to do, and they'll give you some light constructive criticism that isn't that scary to confront. Yada yada. Yeah, if I can't find this, I might just spend some time tomorrow before stream just trying to find it. Because this is such a butt. Finding this stuff is such a butt to do. Yeah, after getting started in Snezhnaya, I'm like, I need to get to the story of this place because it's so nice. Like, everything since the beginning, I feel like has like primed me to not like Snezhnaya. But after Nod Cry hit, especially after Nod Cry hit, I was like, dang it. It's so good. And then, like, the first character that you run into in Snezhnaya, I was pretty surprised. And then I realized, gotta rethink things. Your jaw is on the floor. Okay, so I'm at least relatively sure about. I mean, I did the Sandrone summer quest, so I know parts of what happened at the end of Nod Cry, and then I felt bad because I haven't gotten there and I didn't know about it. I got spoiled about actually being on the moon. Yeah. The event, I still maintain, like, the event quest, it's nice that it ties in stuff. Like, it ties in characters that you've already seen. But I think, like, there's other ways that you can have lore-heavy events without needing to dip into what happened during the Archon quest. The build-up is still good? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, like, yeah, I did feel kind of sad finding something out about stuff that was, like, towards the end of Nod Cry, as far as I know. But that's what I get for not catching up over so long. Although the end of Not Cry just happened like a couple months ago, right? It wasn't even that long ago. Yeah, but I do find myself lucky that this year's summer event was actually like less of a summer event than the past years. Because if it was still like if it was still the same amount of content as previous years, then I definitely wouldn't have been able to. I don't think I would have been able to finish. Yeah. Plus, I did actually really enjoy the gameplay this time around. It was supposed to be Sanjoy's story quest, but it was nice if it made it on thing. Yeah. Because it didn't really feel like summer. That's the main thing for me. It didn't really feel like a summer event. Because it's always been like a super grand, like I've always felt Lantern Festival has always been the most, I guess, like it's what I've looked forward to the most for like lore events. But the summer one I've always loved in terms of like how much there was. Yeah. Yeah. When Golden Apple first disappeared, I was like, why? I think most of the fan base was just like, why would you remove the archipelago? Why wouldn't you let us go back? It was a very Alice thing for Genshin's team to do to the player base. It was like, you enjoyed this thing? Well, look forward to the next one. We're not sending you back. Actually, the second year of Golden Apple, I was not a fan of some of the mechanics, but that was because of skill issue. Like, whatever chests were only available on certain formations of the islands, that kept throwing me off so much. Kazuha's Island with the raccoons, the tanukis. I was like, where are the chests? Come on, please, make this easier for me. I don't want to solve these puzzles. Kicking and screaming. Mona's was rough. Was Mona's the one with all the mirrors? Like the very blue and purple looking island? Because those mirrors messed me up really bad. I was really disoriented. Oh, and like the past and future, I think was Mona's. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it was a cool thing to do, but I needed a lot of guides to make sure I got them. Actually, yeah, that's also the thing. Like, the fact that they removed it after the event meant that you needed to get the chests. They were going to disappear forever. The homepage? You're kidding. What was the one after that? Uh, oh, the bubble one, the aqua buddy, the bubble buddies, the bubble buddies, straight from SpongeBob. I don't remember the wait, what was it? The 2024 Genshin Summer event. I remember it kinda. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, looking at it now, I barely remember 2024's. 2024's. I think I'd need to like look at the map because I do not recognize any of this. Sri Lanka and then Easy Breeze Resort. Yeah, I pretty much mostly cleared Easy Breezy. It was really cool. I still have to do the like. I still have to do the cactus boss. But yeah, it was. I think it was the first time in like since the first couple. Yeah, the third one, fourth ones, it took a while for me to get to them, and then I was like rushing through them by the end, and then after that year, last year was the first time in a long time where I like finished it early. This time I did finish with a pretty good amount of time left. But I did save the. I did kind of save the story till the last day. This is still the same. Huh. Oh, you have the team to take down the cactus? I still haven't even finished the associated quest to unlock it. Like I went straight to it. I'm like, I was so confused as to why he was missing. But who doesn't want to face a sombrero wearing, mustachioed cactus? It's such a fun looking boss. Fun and silly. Very whimsical. I think the only local legends I've taken down are the 3 Fatui dudes. You look so fun, but you bit your butt last time you tried. That's tough. Yeah. And then there's also the ones that are. I don't know if they count as local legends. It's those ones that are like hidden in the other dimensions They look like I think like the Fatui like elemental wizard dudes, like the really tall ones. I don't know how else to describe them. They're just really. I think so. I think those are the ones. Yeah, all I remember is they're in a different dimension. Yeah, I think so. I only fought one of them, so I'm really, really not quite sure. I haven't explored since Sumeru, so. Yeah, I think Sumeru is when I started getting fatigue. Exploration fatigue. Which was in part because it didn't load on my phone, so I had to finally download the desktop client, and then that ended up being it ended up making it feel like a. Yeah, I think that might be it. It's because Sumeru wasn't loading on my phone anymore, so after I had to start exploring on my laptop, yeah, it definitely just felt more like a hassle of trying to navigate the map. I made the main story now behind the world quests. Whoa. 100% not a cry exploration. Heck yeah. That's what we like to see. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can at least get the because the moon thing still has what, like 20 days for exploration to get the primos. Yeah, because I'm also like I've been running out of primos more because I haven't been doing the limited time exploration stuff. So I'll try to get there. I will try my darndest hardest. 27 days, 16 hours. Okay, yeah, that's. But if I want to catch up on Natland before I actually get there, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be real tough. Also, sorry, I'm like really tired today. I think I might actually end up midnight. Because, yeah, it's been a long day. I didn't sleep well either. And then tomorrow I also have like a bunch of other stuff. I have to get up early. Why is the search for this so hard to do though? Okay, I'm also like trying to skip as many characters as I can. If I'm gonna be feeling like super FOMO, then I'm gonna definitely try to go for them. But like I went for Sandrone, but I was fine with missing her. At least my pity's been going up. But if Alice is released, or yeah, anyone else who I just really want to go for, I definitely want to have the stores for it. The primo stores. It would be such a shame. You wish you got save that more for Odette. Connor, her weapon, but I really want to see 6 or one day. Yeah, isn't it crazy? They've had a like a ballerina character since actually, I mean, it also fits with this with the general theme of Snezhnaya, doesn't it? It definitely really fits. Although I haven't seen her in the story yet, so yeah, biggest priority are characters that I really like in the story. If they're an awesome character in the story, then number one prio. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I listened to some of the. I mean, just listening to some of the background music that they had when I was exploring, it was super nice to have that kind of sound. Bruh. I don't need papers. I need molecules. Alright, I'm gonna send a message to. I think I might have to send a message over to someone I know to see how to search this thing, because I cannot for the life of me figure this out. Oh, cute. Be careful about reading the wikis though, because you might run into some spoilers. Some more dancers. Oh, actually, yeah, I did pick up Nilu because I really liked her character design and also her dancing. That was really cool. Yeah, but we can. Well, whenever I drop by, we can gush about. We can gush about the Snezhnaya Snezhnai's story a bit more. And he's, oh, I'm not saying that I want to stop talking about it right now. Well, I mean, I had that on stream, but like, I don't really have many people to talk to about Genshin either. There's a few people. I don't know. Do you know Kotori? I think this should Woodsman Jack should be his, or is it the Woodsman Jack? Oh, sorry, it's the Woodsman Jack. Who else plays? Yeah, so Kotori's on both Genshin and Star Rail. I think she's on Genshin. She's at least on Star Rail. Jack is for sure on Genshin. I think he started sometime last year, and then he like really consistently played, so he caught up. Both of them are very pleasant people, so. Yeah, but like for the first like 4 years that I played Genshin, I didn't know anyone else who played. Anyone that I knew who picked it up already quit. You'll have to say hi. Yeah. Yeah, if I ever recommend people, it's because I've already been on their streams enough times. If I've only known them a little bit, then yeah, it's much less likely. Okay. Yeah, I think I just need help with searching. Okay, yeah. I guess still didn't make as much progress as I wanted to on stream, which is a shame, but that's okay. Alright. I'll try to do some more during the day tomorrow so I have a more productive tomorrow night. But yeah. And we'll be stopping by my friend. He definitely would not be expecting me, but he's on Valorant right now. I literally like just noticed that he's on a little bit ago. But yeah, Clarky, thank you again for the raid. I don't use Blue Sky as much anymore, or like at all. Otherwise, I would be on there to say thank you as well. But thank you. Hope you have better luck tomorrow. I do too. I really hope I have better luck tomorrow. Today was not as productive as I wanted it to be. But it's also because I was like stressed as heck from other stuff. Okay. Yeah. But Shun just started streaming earlier this year. He does music. He does a lot of music. Buddy of mine. Valid. Alright. Well, hope you have a good rest of the night, morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And we'll get him next time. Bye-bye.